Hi everyone, my name is Pragna Nidumolu and I am the founder of EcoTeens, which is a nonprofit initiative to bring teens together from across the world onto a platform where they can voice their issues on sustainability. The Green Stories is a podcast that is hosted by EcoTeens, where I bring together professionals in sustainability all across the world to talk about these issues. Today we have a very special guest, Lucia Mack. She is a dedicated professional working in sustainability management and climate initiatives within the NGO sector. With a deep passion for the intersection of social and environmental sustainability, she firmly believes that the climate justice is social justice. Lucia's work focuses on creating and implementing strategies that address both environmental challenges and social inequities. Her enthusiasm and commitment to these intertwined causes drive her to develop innovative solutions that promote sustainable development while ensuring equitable communities have all outcomes.
Hi, Pragna and EcoTeens. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here today. I think it's really a nice opportunity to talk a little bit more about the NGO sector, and the business sector and also the public sector, really important drivers when it comes to the transformation towards sustainability, but the NGO sector is as well. So I think I can represent that really well. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's great to have you here. So let's just jump right into the questions. Can you describe your current role at Caritas and the key sustainability initiatives that you are leading?
Oh yeah, of course. So I'm a sustainability manager at Caritas Vienna, which is the local part of Caritas in Vienna, in Austria. What I do is really broad. Like, I do a lot of things, I feel like. So the biggest part is probably the sustainability reporting. So there's this quite new directive from the European Union, the CSRD, the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive, that it's basically a standard for many companies to create sustainability reports with different ESG indicators, including a corporate carbon footprint, for example, and just dealing with one's ecological, social, and governance impacts that you have, and also risks and opportunities that impact your own organization. So that's a big part of what I'm doing right now. Next year we have to make the first report. And besides that, I'm basically trying to be the first person that people within the organization, if they have any questions regarding sustainability, they can just come to me and ask me. I'm trying to have an overview of all the sustainability projects that are going on within the organization. It's a pretty big one. We're almost, I think, 6,000 employees in Vienna. So yeah. It's a big task, but I like it a lot, and it's also a lot of fun, and I see that a lot of things are moving forward, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well.
That's amazing, and you're doing a lot of great work. So what inspired you to focus on this intersection of social and environmental sustainability in your career?
Well, what inspired me, like originally, I think it was my mom, to be honest. She basically brought the subject to me. Even when I was a child, she was very socially committed, and environmental sustainability was and is still very important to her. So she passed this on to me, and today I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, during my studies, I figured out this is the area I want to go into. I started in my bachelor's with economics, which was a little bit too mathematical for me. So I wanted to do something that has a good mix and is a little bit more sociocritical. So yeah, I went for socioeconomics, and I think that was a pretty good fit because it dealt a lot with the intersection of environmental and social issues. And I felt like this is where I want to go. I tried research first. I thought maybe that's something for me. But then I decided I want to do something more hands-on and really put my knowledge into practice. So this is why I landed at an NGO.
That's amazing. And oh my goodness, yeah, one of my biggest inspirations was my mom as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, can you share some of the biggest challenges that you faced while implementing these sustainable practices within the NGO sector?
Challenges. I mean, I think one of the bigger challenge is to get everyone on board, basically. I mean, we have a team of 5, which is amazing. We're not lone fighters. There are a lot of people within the organization that are really willing to change something. But of course, it's also sometimes a little bit challenging to set measures that everyone is willing to take when it comes to, I don't know, for example, we had a campaign on a planet. Wait, what's the English word for that? Vegan food, basically, like trying to make the catering for events, etc., climate friendly. And yeah, it was not too easy to get everyone on board. So that's definitely one big challenge. Another one is also, of course, the resources. Sometimes, I mean, we do have a team, but still we're only five people in our team for, I think, around 6,000 employees. So yeah, doing our best, basically. Yeah, of course, one challenge can be to find the right cooperations, because working together with other organizations is really important, because you always get more done when you work together. And just finding the right cooperation with private companies, with other NGOs, etc. sometimes takes a little bit. But when we do, yeah, usually we have really amazing projects turning out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So there are not that many challenges, I feel like. I think we're doing pretty well.
That's great. Yeah, it's definitely hard to bring people on board. That is a really, really hard thing to do. So, how do you exactly stay updated with the latest trends or advancements in sustainability or climate initiatives?
I guess it's a lot of networking. So we are in a lot of networks that keep us, updated on different workshops, events, and everything that is going on in the world of sustainability. We're also cooperating with Climate Lab, for example, that is organization in Vienna that just brings people, companies, organizations together that work on different sustainability topics. And through that, you just get to know a lot of cool people that do a lot of cool projects. And there are many cool events and workshops, and by that you get updated really easily and all the time. And of course, I'm trying to, with all the regulations, there's a lot of change happening, and it's pretty fast, I feel like, at least within the European Union. So I'm just trying to stay up to date by reading the news, and also some teaching courses. We do visit a lot of classes regarding the topic to make sure we stay experts and we stay on time with just the latest updates. Yeah, I think that these are pretty much the ways we're trying to stay up to date. And I feel like LinkedIn is also a really nice way because you get to see the posts from so many people talking about such different sustainability topics, and for that you also get to know a lot
Yeah.
what is like going on in the world.
Yeah, definitely. And it's always good to have a strong connections everywhere, so you can learn more from different places. Yeah. So, talking about what you just said, you teach different classes. So, what type of strategies do you use to engage and educate these people about why sustainability is important?
Well, I don't really teach classes. What I was trying to say is that we visit a lot of classes
Mm.
to keep up to date with the sustainability topics.
Okay.
But yes, we also try, when we try to get people on board, we also organize a lot of like workshops and so on, which I guess it kind of includes a teaching part. And I feel like one way that is really important is to just to make sure you get the message and why is it important to them. Like, it's not a topic that is not that is irrelevant, you know, for them as an individual or whatever. Like really trying to be like, hey, this is what happening, and this is what happens if we don't do anything, and this is how it might affect you. That is one way I feel like it works pretty well. And yeah, we're also trying to not force anyone to do anything, because that's usually not a good way. Of course, we're trying to do things voluntarily, as I said, workshops, etc., and still trying to get new people in, because usually what might happen is that those that are always that are already interested in the topic, and they might join and the others don't. So yeah, we're trying to make it attractive and not only make it about the climate, but also make it about other topics that are related, like health usually is really related. Also, of course, the social issues, which works pretty well since we offer different social services. To be sure there's something for everyone that might interest them and join.
You know, paying attention to what they need to hear is always important. Yeah. So to wrap it up, one last question is, what advice would you give to other professionals who are passionate about integrating these social considerations into environmental sustainability efforts?
I feel like if you want to change something, it always takes a lot of courage. So usually there will most likely be some resistance, and that's just one tip, and don't lose the courage. And of course also use your network. You usually don't get far on your own. Try to work together, and that's also really motivating. I feel like when you see a lot of people working on amazing projects, try to partner up with companies, with NPOs, NGOs, with governmental organizations. It's not a competition between sectors. I think we can get far if we all work together and not against each other. So I think that is a really important thing to remember when you want to achieve climate justice, and bringing ecological and social aspects together.
Yeah, definitely. That's great advice, and I can't wait for everybody to hear this. So, thank you so much for joining me today, Lucia, and I'll see you in the next one.